Okay, folks. Arthur Leigh Allen is without a doubt the most famous of all the Zodiac suspects. So I'm torn because I want to spend a lot of time on him, but I also know that a lot of people know a lot about Arthur Leigh Allen. And it's like, well, we know about the bloody knives and this and that and the Zodiac watch. So I'm going to start with him, and I'm going to go as quickly through him as possible while also giving some context as to why he could be, and then why he is probably not the Zodiac Killer. So the big thing that a lot of people point to is the Don Chaney confession, which happened on January 1st, 1969. There's a whole litany of things that Arthur Leigh Allen told his friend and I guess later enemy Don Chaney. He said that he would like to kill couples at random. He would taunt the police with letters detailing his crimes, sign the letters with cross-circle Zodiac symbols, call himself the Zodiac. He would wear makeup, attach a flashlight to his gun, fool women into stopping their cars, just like with what happened to Kathleen Johns. And this all seems like the most incriminating evidence. It's like, well, here it is. This is the whole blueprint. Let's arrest him. Let's send him to jail. Done, done, done. One of the mitigating factors is, A, this is hearsay. This is just one dude saying like, oh yeah, he told me this. And B, there is actually reason for it to exist. And supposedly Arthur Leigh Allen molested Don Chaney's daughter. It's not a secret that Arthur Leigh Allen was a child molester and actually went to jail for it in the early 1970s, which is weird because it's weird anyway, but what's weird about his stint in prison is that it coincided with a ceasing in the communications between Zodiac and the police department and the newspapers. So that's more evidence that points to Arthur Leigh Allen. To me, he's not a convincing case. And there's even a weird aura around Don Chaney himself because some people believe that he's the Zodiac and told the police all this information about Arthur Leigh Allen so that he could put heat on Allen while keeping it off of himself. I mean, this is case in point as to why the Zodiac case just makes no sense and drives everyone who studies it crazy. Everyone is the Zodiac is really the conclusion you come to. You kind of have to come to the conclusion that everyone and no one is the Zodiac. Now, the other major evidence is all still circumstantial. Arthur Leigh Allen seemed to not have a great way of communicating with the police when they came to interview him. He would just blurt out things that seemed incriminating at the time, and I'm not sure if he was the Zodiac, it was like genius or not genius, because he would say like, oh, I just want you to know that I have some knives in my car, and I was killing chickens with them. It happened on the Lake Berryessa attacks the same day, but I didn't kill them. I was killing chickens. And, he'd just say things like that. Or he would just blurt out that his favorite book was The Most Dangerous Game, which is, in one of the Zodiac letters. And speaking of reading and letters and writing, Arthur Leigh Allen supposedly had a lot of idiosyncrasies about the way that he spelled words. Sometimes he would misspell words on purpose because he thought it was funny. And he always spelled Christmas with 2 S's, which is something that actually happened in one of the Zodiac letters, which makes you go, Again, it's not hard evidence, but it really makes you wonder if, as I'm talking now, I'm thinking like, was I hasty in, discounting Arthur Leigh? Is he the Zodiac? He's by far the most popular candidate for the Zodiac, but I'm not sure that I believe that he is. Okay, so here's some better evidence. These are eyewitness accounts. According to a police report, in 1992, Michael Mageau, one of the survivor of the Darlene Ferrin Mageau attack, pointed out Arthur Leigh Allen in a lineup and said, that's him. That's the man who shot me. At the Lake Berryessa attacks, Zodiac left a 10.5 size footprint with the wing walker boots, and Arthur Leigh Allen, his shoe size, 10.5. In 1991, there was a search warrant executed by Vallejo PD revealing Allen owned a foot-long knife with a sheath and rivets. To date, even though it was an item they were looking for, VPD has not attempted matching Allen's knife to the wounds of the best Lake Berryessa victims. So, that's pretty good. But there isn't strong evidence for... Okay, I guess I should go into why I don't think that Arthur Leigh Allen is a good Zodiac suspect. It kind of relates to a couple of the cases. There's no real evidence that he was at the Paul Stine murder. One of Allen's old nemesis, a guy named Ralph Spinelli, said that prior to the murder that he told Spinelli, I am the Zodiac, and to prove it, I'll go murder a cab driver, which seems like an oddly specific thing to say. either he is the Zodiac and was really terrible and admitted everything to everyone, or no one liked him and were willing to say these things about him. I don't know. As I'm talking, it does seem kind of coincidental, doesn't it? I don't know. I'm not convinced that Allen is, but this is pretty good evidence, right? I'm going to be doing that a lot, I suspect, in this episode, because each of the three people I'm bringing up there's great evidence and then there's terrible evidence. And if you could combine all three of these people, it would be Zodiac for sure.